Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. It's Angel here, back here at Wrestle Sponge as the second episode review. I'm doing these kind of backwards. I'm going to review this week's NXT first before this week's Raw, because I do have another channel, Wrestle Relaunch, where we review Raw in general. But now I have built a separate journal for NXT. If you guys can hear the pages, I don't know if you guys were able to hear the pages through the microphone, but last night's NXT was really fun. Like, I was having so much fun with it. I watched it around like 1 to 2 in the morning. I started at 12 and went to sleep at 2 in the morning immediately after. My wife was in and out, but she passed out. And I have a bunch of notes here. They kicked it off with Stephanie Vaquer versus Carmen something. I forgot her name, but she came out with some dude dressed as a cowboy. It was for the North American Championship. And this match had me hooked. It was really good. They both competitors did great. Stephanie Vaquer is amazing as always. And I had no issues with this match. Stephanie, of course, picks up the victory following a Julia interruption from the celebration. Julia comes out, says, "You think you're the greatest champion in NXT? Well, I'm the real greatest champion in NXT. And let's do a title for title match to see who is truly the greatest women's NXT champion," or whatever. And I guess they're going to set that up, and I'm excited to see Julia, who's the NXT Women's Champion, and Stephanie Vaquer, who's the North American Women's Champion, and I cannot wait for that matchup. That matchup is going to be great. They're both great, amazing athletes, and in the ring together, they'll be able to cook, and I will definitely be watching for that. Following that, Santino Marella and his daughter had a promo where Lola Vice interrupts them and basically says she wants a match, and she gets shrugged off by Santino Marella's daughter, and then she challenges Santino Marella's daughter for a lip match later tonight. And then following that, it was an Oba Femi and Lexis King backstage promo preparing him to fight Moose, saying that he's got the hometown advantage. And Lexis King makes his entrance, and Moose makes his entrance. And this match, I was in and out. I was in. They both did great. They both looked amazing. Moose looked great as always, and Lexis King is pretty fire. He's the Heritage Cup champion, and Moose is the X Division champion. And I enjoyed this match. Lexis King obviously took the L, following by a Oba Femi interruption, and they just stared down at each other, and he came out there, and I'm excited for their match. I think it's for the X Division belt, and I'm excited to see where that goes. And then right before that, I didn't pay attention too much, but there was a Shawn Spears promo calling out the Gabagoo, calling out the Tony's, what's his name? The North American champion, whatever his name is, his family. Shawn Spears has his own group, and he's challenging him out. And I guess next week, Shawn Spears is fighting Tony and D'Angelo, so for the North American title. So there you go. And then after commercial break, Jordynne Grace promo, and then Roxanne interrupts, and she basically says, "I whooped your ass last fucking time you were here, and you didn't meet me." And they had a good back and forth, and then Jordynne Grace smacked the shit out of Roxanne Perez. And there was a little botch. It looked like Roxanne Perez got her leg stuck on the rope trying to go over, but it was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see what happens this Saturday with Roxanne Perez in the Elimination Chamber, and also what else they do with fucking not Lola Vice, Jordynne Grace. Following after that, they showed the Hardy Boys, and they got a huge pop as they are fighting QCQ. I don't remember their name, but I just wrote down their initials. So QCQ is out here, and yeah, you had the Hardys versus QCQ, and they did really great with each other. They put the Hardys over very well, and the Hardys put over QCQ in moments over, and they did really good in the ring. It was fun to see the Hardys back together since 2019, almost 6 years later. And hopefully this goes somewhere. And then after the Hardys beat QCQ, Fraxium, in the middle of the match, brings out chairs to watch the Hardys fight. And then after the match, they have a promo where they say, "We are the best tag team in the world, but you guys are the greatest tag team." And then Matt Hardy says, agrees. And then Jeff Hardy says, "How about we cut this short and let's fight to see who is the best tag team in the entire world between them." And I guess it made Santino Marella interrupts, as he's the TNA manager, and says, Fraxian versus the Hardys at NXT Roadblock for the TNA belts. So that's exciting. Following that, Lola Vice then crushes the shit out of Santana Marello's daughter, aka Miss NXT. And that match is alright, but Lola Vice annihilated her. Then the Bootleg Shield attacked QCQ. And it was a commercial break, and they did a bunch of promos and advertising for a Roadblock and the matches for next week. And then we get cut to the main event, ladies and gentlemen. The main event was Wesley and Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints, formerly known as Ricky Starks, and Javon Evans in a tag team match. And wow, this match was so fucking fire. I had a lot of fun with it. Javon Evans is really good in the ring, and he's my age. Wesley is always good to watch, and Ethan Page worked well together. But when Ricky Starks got in there, wow, he was on fire. He was fucking stoked, and everything looked good, and the tag team partner work with Ricky Starks and Javon Evans was a lot of fun. And man, his spear was so nice. It was delivered so greatly, and I'm excited to see what happens. What's next with Ricky Starks? Is he gonna go for the NXT World Title? Or something else like that, but Ricky Starks picked up the victory with his finisher, and Javon Evans and Ethan Page fought out of the ring into the arena. We never saw them ever again, and then Ricky Starks and Wesley battled it out, and Ricky Starks got them the victory, and I love his theme song, and I loved his presentation, and it was just all great shit. So I'm excited to see what they do and what's next for Ricky Starks in the following weeks. Hopefully sometime later in the end of the year we see him in the main roster or have an NXT belt win on his side. So, yeah, Tony fumbled. What did you guys think about Ricky Saints? Let me know what you guys think about Ricky Saints. I hope he's in 2K25 as DLC. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on NXT for 2025. Everyone, have a great one.